What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well today and I hope you are having a fantastic day. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about the crazy, insane, super ridiculous 2021 housing market. All-time records are being broken right now. Historical statistics, records being smashed by this housing market. Home prices are at an all-time high. Inventory at an all-time low. Buyer demand also all-time high. But the crazy thing is, this seems to be shifting according to reports. The latest reports that we are seeing seems to be shocking. And we're also going to talk about the data, very important data, and what expert economists have said according to the research. So you do want to hang on till the very end, because according to reports out there, nearly 2/3 of millennials have buyer regret. Listen to this again. Nearly 2/3 of millennials have home buyer regrets. So most of them regret the financial decision. So financial regrets among home buyers is what we are seeing right now. We're going to talk about that. Then this report right here from CNBC says that as housing boom begins to fizzle out, the weekly mortgage demand falls nearly 7%. So they're indicating, or they're kind of insinuating, or maybe implying that the housing boom is beginning to weaken. And not just CNBC. You've got CNN, these media outlets. You've got CNN saying that housing demand is about to weaken. So for all my people who are on the sidelines waiting for the crash, the correction, be sure to pay attention till the very end. Now for you folks, my people too, who are out there hoping that the prices go to the moon, pay attention and watch till the very end, because we're going to talk about what economists are saying. I don't want you to take these reports at face value. So I'm bringing you some real value here so you can understand what the data says about the housing market, and you can make the deductions, informed deductions for yourself when it comes to where the housing market is headed. So before we dive into that, if this is your first time stopping by this channel, welcome. Consider subscribing now to join this amazing community to stay informed on the latest helpful tips for your financial wellness and success. And one more thing, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and share this video with other people to help them get this information quicker. People deserve to know exactly what is going on right now, especially with this insane housing market. So let's jump right into it. So according to this report from CNN, the housing market demand is about to weaken. Remember, demand and supply. When you have so much demand and supply is low, guess what happens? Prices go up. And like the saying goes, whatever goes up must come down. But is it true in this 2021 housing market? You're gonna get the answers to that and answer that for yourself by the end of this video. So CNN Business has met the report, and they talked about why the housing demand will weaken. And this is what they say, just real quick. I don't want to waste your time. So they said the stress lines are beginning to show. So according to this report, nationwide house prices appear to be overvalued by 10 to 15% when comparing the price to income or price to rent ratios with the long run historical averages. So again, overvalued housing markets are vulnerable to a meaningful price correction as mortgage rates eventually rise. So this is what they are basically implying, or what the CNN Business report is saying will lead to weakened demand. So as mortgage rates increase, you're going to see a buyer demand slow down. So again, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. So according to CNBC, mortgage applications to purchase a new home or a home were down 17% than the same week a year ago. So this kind of shows some slowing down in pace. But that's the report we're seeing from CNBC. And the average contract interest rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage with conforming loan balances increased by 3.2% from 3.18%. And this is for buyers who are putting down 20%. So again, this is just to further strengthen the point that you're trying to make here as to how the housing boom will fizzle out and we'll likely see a correction. But we don't know what we don't know, right? So according to the reports, a lot of people regret it financially buying a home. Did you buy a home recently? Keep plugging in here because this may or may not apply to you, or this may or may not be the case when it comes to the housing market crash or correction. So here's the data that I wanted to run by you guys real quick, and this is from realtor.com. So realtor.com, one of the largest listing platforms out there. So a June 2021 monthly housing market report, which shows the trend of what happened in June 2021, just last month. So according to this report, the national inventory of active listings declined by 43.1% over last year, while the total inventory of unsold homes, including pending listings, declined by 20.3%. So just from this report right here, you can see that, I mean, the housing market is still in a shortage. I mean, we still have a supply shortage right now, and there's no way this shortage will just correct overnight. I mean, really, there's no way the supply shortage or the supply will just come right up to where it's needed overnight. And this report also indicated that newly listed homes on the market are up 5.5% nationally compared to a year ago, and 11.7% higher for larger metros over the past year. So again, looks like we're starting to see new listings. For those of you who have been looking to buy, there you have it, new listings. And then the June national median listing price for active listings was 385%. Listen to this. This is a 12.7% increase compared to last year. Crazy numbers right now. So large metros did see a median listing grow by 5.3%, and also this is compared to June of last year, June of 2020. So nationally, the typical days that a home spent on the market was 37 days in the month of June, which is much less than 72 days on the market as of June 2020. So I mean, still shows that there's a huge demand right there for homes, and these homes are going pretty quick. So again, we're seeing different signs right now that the new listings are slowly coming into the market, the summer listings, but 5.5% is still not huge numbers that we can all be jumping up for. So real quick, this is a report that we are seeing from the National Association of Realtors. So according to the NAR, more home buyers are making 20% down payments and waiving appraisal and inspection contract contingencies. So that's a strong buyer profile right there. Strong buyer profile. When you have people putting down 20%, it's not the same as the great financial crisis, 08-09 crisis. It's not the same. You have people putting this down. But the scary thing is, these people are waiving appraisals and inspection contract contingencies. So again, these may be some of the people who are regretting purchasing homes, or who will regret purchasing homes. I don't know. You let me know your thoughts on this. And then the next thing that we're seeing here is housing affordability declines as prices continue to rise and income falls. So prices are still going up and income is falling, while people can no longer afford these homes. So according to the Housing Affordability Index graph, this report right here, this graph shows that we are seeing a steep drop we did see a steep drop in April compared to prior months. I mean, this is the lowest that we've ever seen, 155.8. That's the Housing Affordability Index compared to previous months. So this is nuts. So again, I just want to leave you with this, right? Most people have been talking about the forbearance ending and what the impact will be on the housing market, the eviction moratorium. What exactly are we going to see? Will there be a flood of foreclosed houses on the market? Again, that's something that mixed opinions, mixed reactions. We've seen that from several sources, but 77% of homeowners in forbearance exit with a loss mitigation repayment plan in place. So let me explain this. So we have millions of people in forbearance right now, but according to this report from NAR, 77% of those people do have some type of plan in place to absorb the hit that the home forbearance will have on their financial situation, meaning that 77% of people are in a better place, or according to, for lack of better terms, they are less likely to be hit with a foreclosure when this eviction moratorium and forbearance ends. So basically, just trying to wrap this up here, you have people who will have the loan deferral. 27.6% of these people will be doing the loan deferral or partial claim, and then 24% will have a continuation of monthly mortgage payment. Then a reinstatement, 15.3% will be doing a reinstatement. And the loan modification, this is where they take your loan and they revamp it, especially for those who have equity in their homes. So if you have equity in your home, more than likely there will be a loan modification for you, and about 10.2% of people, of this 77% of homeowners, will likely be seeing a loan modification going on. So in conclusion, this is a report that is coming from expert economists. Right. According to this report, the expectation, what should we expect going forward? We don't have the crystal ball, but we can rely on some of the predictions from some experts. Not saying these guys are 100% correct, but here's a clear one right here. So according to this report, Lawrence Young, chief economist for the National Association of Realtors, just said, he said to expect continuing solid price gains in the upcoming months. Some calming of the market is only expected to happen in the late fall of this year 2021 and into 2022. Then he did go on to say that home price growth will be in the single digits for 2022. Single digits. Remember, the price growth that we've seen lately has been in the double digits. So single digit as far as the home price increase goes for 2022. And then more inventory will show up as home builders ramp up production. And also, when there's a winding down of the forbearance program, we're going to see more inventory show up. And some investors who could not evict due to the federal law may now unload later on this year. So later in 2021, we may see some investors who have had their hands tied due to the eviction moratorium and protections for renters. They may likely be unloading. Again, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. And if you've gained some value from this video, be sure to give this a thumbs up and subscribe to avoid missing out on the latest helpful information for your financial wellness and success. If you do have any questions that you think that I may be able to answer, shoot me a DM. See you in the next video. Stay safe and thank you for watching.